But first, south to County Clare and the tiny town of Corofin. This is James Tierney Jr., one of 13 children. No great rarity in County Clare, where childless couples are generally assumed to be on their honeymoon. James has been sent to find his father, a man of high productivity, no doubt, who nonetheless is not always to be found at his place of work. In fact, he's not to be found there today. Today, as the whole of Corofin knows, James Tierney Sr. has gone for a drive in his submarine.
Dad, you want a few dinner?
Okay, I'll be there in just a minute.
Okay.
James Tierney's reputation spreads for fathoms. This is Ireland's entire submarine fleet, and it's all his. What's more, he built it himself. Today, the Fenian Ram is undergoing surface trials following a refit. One day, its captain will astound the world by spending a whole night on the bottom of this lake. Today, Loch Inchiquin. Tomorrow, the depths.
It's made from American steel barrels, which I used to get lubricating oil on some years ago.
Oil barrels?
Oil barrels, yes.
Well, I can, yes. So
there's actually 1, 2, 3, and 4 barrels, actually. Made from 4 barrels.
Right. And the lid is made of what?
It's just the top of another oil barrel.
Could we see that? Oh, yeah. So that just fits flush?
Yeah.
You got a hole there. Is that for cork?
I intended to use a pipe.
Yeah.
If I ran out of air.
Right,
I
well.
just heist a pipe up.
Right.
Now, in case you feel your credulity is being pushed to its limits, it should be said that James Tierney is no mean mechanic. When he's to be found at all, he's to be found here, at his garage, where he will guarantee to repair anything and everything, apart, that is, from actual motor cars. It's not that he can't repair cars, it's just that he doesn't see them as a challenge. Although one customer does boast the only diesel-engine Mark IX Jaguar in the whole of County Clare, and the only conversion using parts from a milking machine in the entire world. So if anyone can sink a submarine, James Tierney is that man. Indeed, in Quinn's Bar, where local reputations are acid-tested, opinion is undivided on Corofin's favourite
Tell me
son.
about him.
I reckon he's a genius. He's all mind.
The genius?
Yeah. Man was lost, sir. He was lost.
A lost man?
Yeah.
How do you mean by that?
He was a genius, sir.
Oh, yes.
He was lost.
Lost in the sense, well, he's too brilliant for the times he lives in.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got batteries up front. That's
Batteries 4 6-volt heavy-duty batteries, which make 24 volts.
yeah. And lights for underwater cruising.
Yeah.
Now, since I mentioned underwater, James, it does bring us to the point. Does it actually go under?
Well, yes, it does. Indeed, once or twice, really.
It did?
Yeah.
How long were you down for?
Roughly 15 minutes. 10 to 15 minutes.
So the submarine does actually submerge. Well, of course, churlish to have doubted it. Just coincidence that no one seems to have been around at the time to witness the event.
Have you ever seen it go down?
No, sir.
No. Do you believe it does?
I reckon I would.
You reckon it would?
I would.
Well, I've only seen the submarine in his garage.
In the garage?
Yeah, I haven't seen it work. But I wouldn't doubt. I'd say if he said that he could go down with it, he could go down.
Have you seen it go down?
No, I haven't, no.
It's very difficult to find anybody who has seen it go down.
I don't think anyone has seen it go down yet. Not as yet.
With those people, they spend too much time in the pubs rather than in Inchiquin Lake.
Is that why they haven't seen it?
That's right.
At what sort of time of the day have you done your plunges?
Early morning or late at night, late in the evening. Rather.
I mean, very early in the morning.
Well, this town doesn't wake up until roughly about 10 o'clock.
So perhaps it was around about 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Could you tell me how you came
to have the idea of the submarine in the first place?
Well, at one time, I did build a little aeroplane. I used a Volkswagen engine in it. I had it to the stage that I could taxi it. So the local Garda Síochána and the clergy stopped me. So then I came to the conclusion that I cannot go that way. I want to go this way.
Any other reason?
Well, if you had a wife and 13 children, times you do feel like getting away.
Hello, James. How's it going?
Very good indeed.
But we haven't seen it go down yet.
No, my batteries. I lost a lot of power over in those weeds that time.
Yes. It's a very strong current, of course.
It's very strong today.
Yeah.
Very rough.
And also, there's a shoreline. If you look, there's a shoreline full of people, all watching. Are you not keen to go down when there are a lot of people about?
No, I don't like anybody watching me. I like to do things in the quiet way.
So once again, the Fenian ram floats without a trace. Well, you didn't really expect to see it sink, did you? But James Tierney is not the kind of man to go down without a fight. In fact, he's not the kind of man to go down at all.
I'm getting a bit bored with this one. It's really a bit too small for me. You get very cramped in here. So I do intend to build one about twice the size of this. And with built-in balance tanks, much in the shape of a boat. And when I'll have it tested and proved perfect, I do intend to sleep for one night at the bottom of this lake, Inchiquin Lake.